It did warn me of this in the chapter title, but somehow I forgot it. It's the second video I'm reading, this 22nd and final chapter of Talking to Dragons. Is our hospitality unwelcome? No, of course not, but simmering. I have a tremendous amount to do if I'm to be ready for the wedding in time. The wedding? I hadn't heard about any wedding being planned, but I was carefully not looking at Shiara anyway. Then Father looked up. Wedding, he said. Morwen smiled. Telemaine and I are getting married. Shiara and Father and I all said, what? At the same time, but we were nearly drowned out by a chorus of startled meows from Morwen's cats. Yes, married, Morwen said to one of them, and it has nothing to do with you, so you may as well be quiet and accept it. Judgmental cats. The cats made unhappy noises for another minute until Morwen frowned at them. Then they all got up and went over to the corner of the room where they sat muttering to each other with their tails twitching. Morwen watched for a moment before she nodded and turned back to the table. They'll get used to the idea. Congratulations to both of you, I said. Father was looking at Mother. Simri, did you know about this? Not exactly, Mother said and smiled. I see. Father shook his head. Well, congratulations. Thank you, Telemaine said. He started to reach for a plate of sausages with his bad arm, and Morwen stopped him. I said they were like a married... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. 2 days later, Morwen announced that Telemaine's arm was well enough for him to travel. She promised to invite us all to the wedding, even the dragons, and then she and Telemaine left the castle, followed by a string of disapproving cats. Shiara and Kazul were the last to leave. I was a little taken aback when I heard. I knew that Kazul lived in the Mountains of Mourning, but it hadn't occurred to me that if Shiara was going to be Kazul's princess, she would have to live there too. I didn't say anything about it, though. I felt too silly for not having realized it before. Father and Mother and I went out to see them off. Mother gave Shiara some advice about princessing. Father told her that if she was going to glare at dragons, she'd have to learn to glare politely. Then they both went to talk with Kazul. Shiara looked at me. Beginning to wonder whether I really want to do this or not, she said. Does he really expect me to practice glaring at people? No, just to dragons, I said. If he wanted you to glare to everyone, he would have said so. Well, I think it's... Night Witch! Shiara bent to retrieve the kitten who had been investigating one of Shiara's bundles a little too vigorously. Where did you get all of this anyway? I asked as she straightened up. There were 3 bundles in the heap Night Witch had been climbing, and I knew that Shiara hadn't had any of them when we had arrived at the castle. Morwen gave me that one, and Simran gave me the others, Shiara said. She said I would need them if I was going to live with Kazul. I didn't even know what's in all of them yet. I couldn't think of anything to say just because... I'm sorry. I couldn't think of anything to say because just then I realized how much I was going to miss having Shiara around. The Mountains of Mourning weren't exactly close to the castle, and I didn't think Kazul would be interested in flying back and forth every day. Shiara frowned. What's the matter with you? I was just wishing you were going to be living a little closer to the castle, I said. I don't see why. I'm going to have to come here a lot anyway, at least until you get that stupid politeness spell off me so I can use my fire magic. So what difference does it make? I'm the one who has to do all the traveling back and forth. Shiara looked toward Kazul. I think they're ready to go. Come on, Daystar. She picked up one of the bundles and started walking. I didn't say anything, but I felt a lot happier than I had a few minutes earlier. Getting rid of that spell didn't sound easy, and until it was gone, Shiara would have to spend quite a bit of time at the castle. I was sure that if I had enough time, I could think of some reason for her to keep visiting after the spell was gone, and even if I couldn't, Mother would be able to. Smiling, I picked up the other 2 bundles and followed happily after. No, and then there's nothing more. So, those books are amazing. They're super good. Oh my God. This is too much. Look at this little dragon. Look at that. Now I understand the cover. Anyway, those are great. Those are so great. Thank you, everyone. So I'm actually not done. I have a fan fiction that someone said I need to read as soon as I'm done with the series. And then I have all of... let me grab the book. I have a bunch of short stories I'm reading out of this. So those will come right after this. So we're not done. You're not done at all. Let's keep going.